Probably gonna. Hello, Schnee. Hope y'all's doing well today. Anyways, how's everybody doing? You doing okay? Having a good day? What am I doing today? Gang, I'm not doing much. I'm just here to hang out and say hi. Probably do some stuff on Final Fantasy. There's a video I want to watch. There's some things I want to look at. And just because I'm interested, but by and large, we chillin'. I gotta do my Final Fantasy dailies, like my duty stuff. But high key, low key, I'm kind of on call for things, so I don't know if I'll be able to do it. Better question: am I okay? I'm all right. I'm sore. I'm tired. My head's pounding. But otherwise I'm fine. I'll be okay. Thanks for asking. Hope y'all are doing well too. Oh, I hope you all had a good Tuesday? I don't even know what today is. I think it's Tuesday. If it's not Tuesday, I don't care. It's Tuesday. You hear the tiredness? Yeah. We're a little sleepy Neko today. It's fine. It's fine. We'll survive. You're okie dokie. Hunky dory even. You love to see it. Squeak, squeak. Ah, yes. The squeaker. When there's one, there's more than one. I kind of want to take a look at I kind of want to take a look at this video before we get crazy and doing too much. Why are you bonking me? The fuck? You bonking me for? Yeah, I want to take a look at this video, so I'm gonna do that and pull this shit up. Goomerding hours. I don't know what to tell you. How to get online, how to do some streaming. Here. The squeaks your fave? It's pretty good. Okay. Pretty good. I don't know if it's used every minute good, but it's pretty good. Oh, why is it down to 1 point? What the hell? Let's fix that real quick. All right. Let's take a look at this. Yesterday, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 got an update, and I don't know why. I just kind of want to see Max's coverage on it real quick. Probably won't stay here too long. Just take a little quick look, see what Max has to say about it, because Max is usually plugged in on the Marvel vs. Capcom stuffs. Vicious Cries of the Frog.
I don't know what to make of this. I don't know what to specifically make.
It is so weird because the update for UMVC 3 was under 3 megabytes or 13 megabytes, sorry. Which is odd. I don't know what they were going for.
And the modding community is figuring this out. There's a 12.4 megabyte ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 patch that has currently broken all of the mods. All of the mods are not working right now.
So is that Capcom going, hey, fuck your mods and the palette mod pack and stuff? We don't want you modding our game? Or is that accidental?
I think it's intentionally targeting the mods, but the structure of the game has changed where the mods need to get adjusted. Again, this happened to MVCI about a year ago. They fixed a bunch of random glitches and also broke Dark Phoenix Revive. Tabs, what is happening? Bro, I thought this was like the credits are changing. They fixed the Nova DHC soft lock? Wait.
They did what? That's basically changing the fucking game at this point.
Are you kidding me? Why? This game hasn't been updated in 15 fucking years.
I thought it was a decade. 15 years? A whole decade and a half is fucking crazy.
It's been 15 years, dude. Dark Phoenix doesn't have Revive on death right now for some reason. You gotta be kidding me.
Wait, they broke the game. They straight up made it a different game. People have been playing this game for fucking ever, and now it's completely different. I can't imagine anybody's happy about this right now.
The Discord. What is happening? It broke a few things like mods. Yeah, from the surface level, it looks like just
the fuck did they do? Capcom dropped a relatively small update to UMVC3, and nobody seems to know why. I tried looking into why yesterday and today a little bit when I had time, but
actual in-game,
we have no fucking clue. We have no clue. I don't know if they were like trying to prep bug fixes for something upcoming, or they were specifically trying to fuck over the palette swap mod people. They're trying to fuck them over, or
balance, if not
or what?
Character adjustments of some kind have changed in any way. Like the Frank West bug. Yeah, like that's always been a glitch. It's existed forever. So let's first see the one thing.
And I want to make it really clear. It would be very weird if Capcom came in and swooped in to try and change this game and clear shit up and fix a bunch of things and change a bunch of things at this point. Because when they released, and we were just talking about this when we did the collab with Cam and we did the collab with Vidya, when they re-released Marvel vs. Capcom 2 in the Marvel Fighting Game collection, they removed the Krautark glitch on Juggernaut. And then people are like, hey, we really like that. It's part of the game. It makes them viable, et cetera, et cetera. Like, just, it is what it is. So they gave the option in options for you to turn the glitch on or off so that you can play with it or play without it. And like, you know, they wanted people to like enjoy it and have it the way it is. But if they came in here and changed some stuff and didn't give the option to like have it be in quotes vanilla or legacy or whatever, I find that very strange based on how they've been operating up until recently. Like how?
Tabs was saying that some funky shit is happening with Dark Phoenix right now.
I don't know.
Bro, they would have actually had to get into the code of this bitch. The code of this 15.
Somebody just opened this up and like put their fingers all up in it just because they can.
For the first time in 15 years, and
yeah, I'm sure Virgil's still Virgiling it. I'm actually highly considering picking up UMVC2 and UMVC3 for a couple lobby nights. Because these games are just so fascinating to me. I don't even like necessarily fuck with Marvel that heavy, or even really Capcom, to be honest. But
hold on. Is it a training mode bug? And even if it is, what the hell? I'm just gonna follow
get your fingers out my game. This is true.
There was very little and or no reason to poke shit in game. Like
I want everybody to also keep in mind, Max isn't just a casual enjoyer of the Marvel vs. Capcom games. Max is highly responsible for a lot of progress in certain Marvel vs. Capcom mods and updates, right? The Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity mod pack that is like big in the scene right now, that makes it like easier to look at and fixes some things and, you know, just general touches, is realistically, like, he spearheaded that. I'm not saying that he's like fully responsible for it, because a lot of people put in a shit ton of work into it, but I think without the bounty and without him pushing for it and fighting for it, it never would have really happened. And there's some things to be said about UMVC3 as well, with Max putting in similar efforts. When Max chooses to champion a game, and when Max chooses to really dedicate himself to a game, he does a lot of work behind the scenes, and he does a lot of work as like a figurehead in the public, and it's important, you know. He lives in these games. Yeah, Max is the fighting game guy. I do think that that's like an interesting take. I think for not just you, I shouldn't say not just like it's your interesting take. I think for fighting game on like a more subsurface level, especially on the YouTube side of things, I think that is the truth. Where like people, I know people who are like not even FGC players, and I would consider them like the fucking penultimate fighting game casual, in the sense that they treat them as a spectacle game you pick up once in a while at a party while drinking, and that's all you know about the games. Like, they don't even know who the fuck Ryu is, or the fact that his designs changed a bunch of times. Like, they don't give a fuck about any of the characters. They know what a Hadouken is because of, like, you know, the culture and stuff, but by and large, they just joke about, you know, LMAO, fucking Chun-Li, crack my head with your thighs, and LMAO, Hihachi old man go burr, throw kid off into volcano, if they even know that, honestly. But they know who Maximilian Dude is, and they know Maximilian Dude's content. And I think that that's like really interesting on a fundamental level, because fighting games by and large have a really hard time just like smashing into the casual sphere. And whenever something becomes, or somebody does something that cracks into that sphere super hard, it's really cool to see who it is and why. Max has a lot of legacy. He's like old YouTube money, right? Like old YouTube blood. And he has a lot of stuff that he's done, from like his fucking Yo Game stuff to a lot of his fucking skit videos back in the day. Like, he's done a lot more than, all right, let's boot up and do a challenge or talk about stuff. Like the stuff he does now, I would say, is far removed from his grind years, if that makes sense. His grind years, he spent a lot of time with very, very diverse content. And now he's kind of got it down to a point where, like, he's a face of a very specific thing and he can get away with doing whatever he wants. And now he's getting to take it, I don't want to say take it easy, but he's getting to take it in a different direction that makes more sense for his current lifestyle now. And in that vein, he's found himself able to speak to still a casual audience and a more hardcore fan base. And I think that that's super interesting. It needs to be looked at, because then you also get people like Jay Wong, who's making content, doing stuff, and he's doing like the vlogs. He still does like challenge videos, revisits a bunch of old retro games, tries to get people interested in more than just whatever the newest fighting game is. But I think Jay Wong lacks the, like, he lives in the, fucking Evo Moment 37 thing, right? Like that's kind of his acclaim to fame. And then that, and also being like a super strong fighting game player. Fun fact, if you didn't know, the Evo Moment 37, where Jay Wong got parried and then killed with a reverse super, he actually won that entire set. He went on to win, but people don't remember that. You know what I mean? And Jay Wong's just like an extremely fucking good player, straight up, like extremely good professional player, could still compete to this day. But like his content is very much a different thing, and I don't think it just doesn't seem to resonate with casuals as much. It does resonate with all levels of the FGC though, which is really cool. And get people like Sajam, who you do have a mix of both newer fighting game players all the way up to more veterans, and then people from some other stuff, because he does do content for other things. But it's really interesting to look at the FGC sphere and see who's doing what and what works and why. And it's even more interesting to me that in the FGC, more so than in other genres, channels that don't have a history of competing at a high level, or a shit ton of pedigree, tend to struggle. They truly tend to struggle. They can make highly edited, super engaging videos, and it's just like they do not do well compared to other genres of games in similar video styles. I think that that's super, super interesting. And I do think that the stigma against fighting games is totally working against creators. But I do also think that maybe there's a level of intrigue and interest that isn't quite there as well. But Max is able to circumvent all of that because it's Max and he has the pedigree. Welcome, NVIDIA. I hope you have a good night. Get some rusties. Thanks for streaming. Give me some background noise and shit for a while. Is appreciated. Also, welcome NVIDIA's chat. Fucking wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Get bent like a fried egg. I don't know. Yeah, go get some sleep. But yeah, no, I do think anytime I read Max is like the fighting game guy, or Max is like, I don't know, like a pioneer, the fighting game content, anything like that, I'm just like, I see it. I always think it's interesting that that's how it's perceived, but I do see it.
Version compatibility, if it's like a Windows compatibility thing, which it said, if there's any reason to go ahead and mess around with some parts of the game outside of like raw, like actual gameplay.
Yeah, I can't think of an actual any form of update that would happen.
Then yeah, that could be untouched. Like there's a chance that can be untouched. But for
I will say, seeing him as a fighting game dude versus the fighting game dude though are two different statements, at least to me.
Like a Nova fix, much less a Dark Phoenix poke, or they poked Dark Phoenix in some way. That's very weird that 15 years later, they would have to go in and poke the game in some way that...
What does Capcom gain from doing this? Other than LMAO, fuck your mods, that got too big and people aren't playing vanilla, which I don't even think they care about. What does Capcom have to gain from this? Are they gearing up for something? That's the only other thing I can think of. Are they trying to gear up for something? Because I can't think of anything they'd gear up for. I highly doubt they're going to try and drop a new Marvel vs. Capcom with Tokon right around the corner and try to compete with Arxis. I don't see Marvel allow that happening anyways right now, because they got too much money to make from Arxis. Again, while they would both play very differently, keep in mind, a Marvel vs. Capcom game and Marvel Tokon will both play exponentially differently. But I can't... Maybe they're looking to repackage this into a remaster and they don't want people fucking modding the game. And even then, I can't... That's so weird. You never thought who you'd see as the fighting game dude, but technically you probably see Max as that too, just because you don't know many. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Max has a super wide reach.
Even MVCI, that had this happen a year ago, it was 1 year ago.
Fucking this up for a future title.
Got a weird update in the middle of nowhere. It was a very large one, but it actually didn't
can see
change
it.
much. It was more of a compatibility thing. So it's like, oh, okay. So
it's kind of broad.
In the game actually changed.
He does dip into like some other things, but the brunt of his content is like 85% plus. It's all fighting game shit. Yeah, I mean, he talks about like Final Fantasy and some other things, but by and large, it's, you know, my boy does fighting games. Final Fantasy VII Revelation, Final Fantasy VII because it got news. Again, more Revelation news. Of course, the recent stuff isn't helping my claim here, but Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VII, Tuco, those are all. He does react to like state of plays and stuff. True. Didn't he get into Monster Hunter for a little bit there as well? I think his broad nature helps him with a lot of general audience too. Dude, I could see that. I guess for me, I have a hard time defining Max truly as broad, mostly because when he's putting out a month plus of content when there's not like new game news, and it's pretty much all fighting games, it's hard for me to go he's broad, but I get it because he does cover other stuff too. But I mean, he's so big now, he could do anything he wanted and it wouldn't matter, right? He doesn't need to just do fighting games. Dude is literally legacied into having a career here as long as he keeps posting. Like he doesn't need to he doesn't just have to do fighting games anymore. If he just started up his channel today and, you know, starting from zero, maybe you'd have to focus a little more, or I don't know, maybe he get lucky by doing a bit more broad stuff, but yeah, he's made it. He's old school YouTube royalty legacy, whatever. He's chilling. Probably never would have heard of him. Probably not. Who knows? Updates seem to be for Windows 11. Some audio format compatibility along with some fixes. Lamau. Capcom fucking it up anyways.
MVCIB was just fine. There was nothing that really affected how the game functioned.
That's super interesting.
Or trying to get into the game to make mods function.
Capcom trying to be helpful and freaking shit up.
It's very, very, very weird that they would go into the PC version exclusively and just start fixing shit. Why start poking
that doesn't
at
make
characters
sense.
And stuff?
It's
now
so strange.
It seems like they poked something and it messed it up. Here we go.
Well, why would they touch characters if they're trying to fix? If they're trying to fix compatibility stuff, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it doesn't.
That's so crazy. It's got. I mean, it's an oversight. Number one, like there's no way they just deleted Dark Phoenix out of the game. Does she need to be the last character? No. She just needs 5 bars. She just needs 5 bars. I'm firing up the PlayStation 5. What we're gonna do is go to dummy options. And
this is really interesting to me.
Gauge her
because there's really no.
We're gonna reset it. So
she's
really
at 5.
No
reason for this shit.
And we have to turn life recovery off.
Yeah, good idea. Probably turn that shit off real quick.
Life recovery off. So
I know why you're showing this,
like
but
10, and we're just gonna punch her and she's gonna die.
Yeah, good idea. Kill her ass. And then there's Dark Phoenix.
So in the console
I can't
version,
control
which
it.
is the old version, she resurrects as Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
Right? Immediately. In the current PC version of the game,
dude, what the fuck?
Something happened. Something has happened where that is not the case anymore. Is it intentional?
I'm assuming they just didn't have people to play test the game after this.
I do not think so. I don't think that this isn't gonna get fixed. I think it will get fixed. But it's the fact that
I think he's right. I do think Capcom will swing in and probably try and fix the shit up. I have a hard time believing that this was their intent.
At Capcom, looking at Ultimate Marvel 3, they're looking at game code, and they're poking shit. And then they send it out. And they're
This is gonna be me in like a year. I'm gonna be working somewhere and they're gonna be like, hey, do some QA testing. I'll be like, fuck. I'm gonna poke some shit. I'm gonna send it out. And they're gonna be like, you asshole, you shit ass intern.
Like, oh, we screwed up. Sorry.
I can't wait.
And then they're gonna go back.
It's gonna be so fun.
They're gonna be looking at Marvel 3, start poking shit.
They're gonna be like, this lucky motherfucker can't code. They can't even vibe code to save their life. What the hell? Instructions unclear, building on fire. Building wouldn't even be on fire at that point. It just would have set off like some kind of weird nuclear chain reaction.
Again and fix it. That's crazy to me. This is a 15-year-old game.
They would actually smash me.
Like, beyond dead.
You're fired,
it's
dipshit. Get out of here.
A bygone
I say that like I'm going to be able to get a job in my career path. I'm not going to be able to get a fucking job in my career path. Come on now.
Of the Capcom fighting game
Come on now. I'm going to be looking for like 2 years.
Why would there be somebody even getting
truthfully
in and touching shit? What is going on?
That's going to be so fun. I can't wait.
Gauge at 5, 10%. Bam. She dies.
Oh, she's just laying down. That's so strange.
Like the last time this PC version of this game has been like up.
Guilty Gear Strive, my fucking go. Also, welcome back, Lunartex.
Updated was 2016.
Hope you had a good ad break.
And that was just a straight shot.
No flashlights this time.
Game, with some goofy things, and then a few months after it came out, it got
verified compatibility with Windows 11 miscellaneous
now,
bug fixes.
10 years later, this specific PC version.
Verified compatibility.
11, which is not too surprising. If that happened, I would not think twice about this at all. But it says randomly miscellaneous bug fixes.
What does that even mean, Capcom?
The next question I got, which is the most notorious.
One of my favorite patch notes ever. I think it was during season 2 of Guilty Gear Strive. It dropped and they were like added. I don't remember what the fuck it was. There's some feature or something. And then bug fixes. It was like fixed this one problematic bug. And then it was like miscellaneous bug fixes. Motherfuckers were posting for like 2 days straight all these new bugs that came out. And we're like, so where's the bug fixes? Where's the bug fixes? And then a hot patch came out for one of them. And there was still like a problem bug. Another character who could just like fly off this shit was so fucked, dude. It was so bad. Dude, when they added PS4 crossplay into Guilty Gear Strive and Hacker Man was there, the game was on fucking fire for months and they were so slow. Like I truly believe to this day Arcs is dragging their feet to address like the Hacker Man issues and the fucking problems with crossplay and the netcode after that and the lobbies. Like they're them just dragging their feet is it's so fucking crazy to me because they had this breakout success with Strive. It was the biggest fucking game they've done. And then they were like, Lamau, what if we didn't just stay on top of this shit? And they've been supporting the game forever since then. And it's like, imagine how many players would have stuck with your game and been so much more happy if you just communicated and just fucking did shit and had a good time. Didn't know this was the things to do on stream. It's not. I'm just yapping. Okay. The motherfucker can yap. I'm yapping. I'm tired. I don't feel good. I'm yapping. And then I'm going to do my Final Fantasy stuff. I did say at the beginning of this year, I would like to start yapping more at the start of my streams. I'm always yapping. Yeah, but this is, I've been wanting to watch this. See if Max has any.
And his plunger has been making zombie sounds.
Yep.
And it still does.
Yeah,
Try the Nova Super where he locks the game. How do you do that one? Dash up back into Rocket Super?
Dash up back to Rocket Super. What the fuck?
There's more to this. Okay. Well, let's try to get it on the version that we know works.
Okay. There's the super. Oh shit, that screen burn is cool as shit.
So this is broken here.
What the fuck?
Console version, this is indeed a glitch that locks the game.
I didn't actually know about that. The skew glitch?
That looked like it. That looked like it.
I have no idea.
Dude. That looked like
they broke the game right now.
That was it. It's not happening anymore. The Kubota
well, they fixed the Nova
weird
glitch.
Camera glitch that happens when you tag out a character. Okay, Nova dead. I'm gonna do this.
What's happening? Target acquired.
That life recovery's on. All right. So as soon as the super flash,
I hate to be that person. They made everybody look so much more sauceless in this game than they were in fucking Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I fucking hate the way this game looks. I think that's part of my problem with it. I don't think it looks bad. Let me be clear. I don't think it looks bad. I think the cell shading is timeless. I do think it looks like nice, but I like going from sprites in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 to this just pisses me the fuck off. It just makes me so salty. Look at these angry ass trees. How come I've never played on this? That's because I don't fucking play this game. I need to play this game more. I love these trees. Look at these fucking trees in the background, dude. They're pissed. They're grumpy. Get off my lawn. Who got the password for the MVC3 server? Some fucking Konami rap, not Capcom rap.
Forward, assist 2. Let's see if we can get this
what's up, awesome?
Escape to work.
Hope you're doing well.
There you go. All right.
Fucking Lamau.
The Kubo escape, as demonstrated
on Wonderland,
on
Winterland,
a normal functioning PlayStation 5 version of the game, still is there. Okay. So
works.
Now we know how
no, I get it though. Can I make sure performance is peak?
So let's go to the PC version.
I'd play this game if I wasn't such a lazy bum. I really don't have time to dedicate to fighting games to like actually learn them and get good anymore.
This always was an interesting glitch in the game.
Fuck.
That never got taken out. See if we can get this in one try.
Bro is try dashing. No me.
Was it again? Assist 1, fireball forward, assist 2.
Assist 1, fireball forward, assist.
Fireball forward,
that's
assist
not hard, huh? Not bad. Alright, what's happening? 500 games on backlog? Nah, it's nothing like that.
Too late.
No. I just do too much.
I think I did it pretty good there.
Tempest? You could just call me lucky. Amaterasu and Beautiful Joe still won't make me main it.
I mean, unless someone is much better at this than me.
I'm just not working anymore.
That tag is not working here, dude.
Damn, I'm just getting hit now.
That tag is not working.
Not working this
Yeah. This is pretty simple to do. I don't know. I mean, I'm not the official word or name on any of this stuff, but it seems like they've patched out a couple of very specific, very notorious glitches that have existed in the game since the very beginning.
Why wait till now, though? Better question. Why now are we doing this? That's what I want to know. Like, I understand that you want to make sure your game is like bug free, right? But the community's just like come to terms with these things over the course of the years. What are we specifically doing? Hi, Cam. Aren't you supposed to be sleeping, Cam? Switch 2 port. But do you need to make these? Do you need to make these changes for a port? I don't think you do. Actually, I think you just port the fucking game. Like, high key, I think you just save the dev time and port the fucking game. That's what makes me think like maybe there's something else going on. Yeah, the 11 compatibility is just tacked in. That's what I'm saying. I don't think the 11 compatibility was the main reason. I think that there was something else. You fell asleep early today, so you've been up for a while? Shit. This is all super interesting to me because I'm obviously not Capcom. And the best I can do is just go Lamau, Japaneseism, Lamau. You know what I mean? Like, unless they got something cooking that we don't know what it is, fucking Lamau. I could see if they're trying to prep for, like, again, if they're trying to prep for another Marvel Fighting Game Collection type-esque remaster, maybe not Marvel Fighting Game Collection, maybe something else. you know, and then they wanted to fucking release the game in a remaster pack or something and let people play. Like, that's cool and all. Bring it to modern systems. Sure, that's cool and all. But like, kind of like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, they gave us the fucking Juggernaut glitch back. Like, we had a whole conversation about this. They gave us the Juggernaut glitch back. Why are we fucking with this shit? I mean, I don't care. Like, I don't play the game. It's not my game. But I just wonder, like, how this is going to affect people. You doubt Marvel ever give Capcom the license to do this type of game again? Yeah, I don't see it happening again. With Marvel teaming up with ArcSys to do Tokon, what the fuck is incentivizing them to do a Marvel versus Capcom? And then, like, fucking building layers on this, Capcom and SNK have been cozying up for the last 5-6 years. I mean, at this point, they're fucking. You know what I mean? Like, they're going hard in the paint with each other. So I think it's probably just a matter of time. I'm sure it's already in the works. A Capcom versus SNK 3. I find it very hard to believe we don't have a Capcom versus SNK somewhere on the horizon. Tag fighters are in. Capcom has guest character Walala. Got fucking SNK getting guest characters from Capcom. They've been making promo art together. They're in bed together. They're having a good time. They're chilling. Hi Zelda, you scared the fuck out of me. 2 cakes. Also, this original team went to make Net Impact. Net Impact would have been fine, even with the god awful graphics it had, if it just had decent netcode. I'll die on that hill. Whoops.
They have also
completely
screwed up Dark Phoenix.
Because people enjoy the game.
How many other things have they patched at the same time? I don't know. The
Check
Nova
Tac
glitch and the
Infinite.
Kubota escape are like
Update game, get hype, be in spotlight for something like Evo, announce new game.
Like genre-defining
That's
/ competitive-defining elements. No, they're
not.
Like,
again, what other purpose would there be other than some kind of
TAC
announcement?
Infinites have been fixed or some shit like that.
Because again, why would you dedicate manpower to something like this unless you're explicitly going to do something with it? Or tangentially related to it.
Couple of days of people that are really
and like I said earlier, maybe it's a big fuck you. Because I heard about Max and other people modding the game, so they updated to stop modding. I said that earlier. I was like, maybe they're saying fuck you to the modding community, but they haven't cared. They haven't cared at all. They haven't cared. And Max is in tight with these people. He has direct contacts with these people. If they wanted him to stop, they would have talked to him about it fucking forever ago.
Intimately familiar with some of these systems and characters to see if shit's different.
Do you really think that they would just kill they wouldn't talk to their brand basically one of their brand ambassadors and be like, listen, man, stop that shit. Want to hype up our games? Go ahead, but stop that shit right now. Kill it. I feel like there would have been a conversation there. Who knows though? Japaneseisms go crazy. I don't know.
That play this bitch on the weekly
I can't fathom them.
Just start acting weird. Are things acting kind of funky? So we're gonna have to find out. Dark Phoenix in the game's current state after the patch.
Thank you for humoring me though. This is pretty interesting.
What I don't think is an oversight is that the Kubota escape, which we just demonstrated, and the glitch,
Nakayama remembered his old password, had it to the intern, said Godspeed and refused to elaborate.
I could very easily recreate it.
Spaghetti code ass game, it's true.
They're not working on the PC version post patch now. They didn't patch the Frank West audio
I
bug.
can't control it.
In the game. They did not. His plungers still make zombie noises. This is very weird. I think we'll have to.
It's been truly wild to learn Dark Phoenix was a bug this whole time. You think it was an intended feature, but I guess not. Shrug. Jesus, the comments are fucking silly.
Is that there was
I don't know.
Miscellaneous bug fixes. Compatibility stuff very similar to what
I still, every time I read miscellaneous bug fixes, I think back to the ominous fucking patch update from Guilty Gear Strive, and I'm like, Labao, fucking LOL even.
We'll be back. You know, I'll be back to report on this in the near future.
Yeah, Max will be back. Thank you, Max. That was helpful. I cleared up fucking nothing, but it was entertaining at least, so thank you. This fuck ass game, dude. I can't be asked. Oh, speaking of which. Oh, what the hell? What is this? What? I'm getting hit with fucking Marvel vs. Capcom 2 footage because I watched that. All right. Oh my god, chat. You just wait. I'm gonna do some really cursed art here soon. Trust. I'm gonna do something crazy. Get wild with it. I gotta do my fucking dailies, dude. Where's this bitch ass motherfucker at? At the Hall of Flames? I don't wanna. Oh god. Anyone need to daily? By the way, I might have to step away randomly. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know if and or when and or why. My night is not over. Otherwise I'd probably be going to bed. Okay. Numbers. Also, speaking of which, oh, should probably at least teleport over to where my quest is. Oh, by the way, I was introduced I was introduced to the big old grand company that the Signs of the Seventh Dawn were making. They're called it's the dumbest shit on this fucking side of the map, dog. It's so stupid. They're they're called the Crystal Braves, okay? The Crystal Braves. It's so ass. I don't even know, man. Crystal Braves, and they wear some fuck ass blue outfit. I love how goofy it is. I love it so much. It's so dumb. It was all this hype and build up, and then it's just like, Crystal Braves. You ever play another MMORPG? You're making low tier guy and making the dumbest macros? Do it. Might as well. It's yours for the taking. Rah, 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 rah. Holy shit. Nice. You got the Wombo combo. Wombo combo. I was supposed to play Grand Blue Relink tonight, but I don't think my brain can handle fucking farming the dragon for however long tonight. Usually I'd be chilling, but I'm just like, dog. I'll just die because I can't even focus. I was having a hard time running up the stairs in this game. I'm so cooked. I'm just going through it right now. I'm fucking retired. A little sleepy. Oh, you want to hear something that made me really salty? Like, I mean, super salty today. It's the most, like, small inconvenience, too. This shit's so dumb. Loopy Tempest, a little bit. Was it salt? Maybe. We got pizza and wings, finally. I was so excited. I am a habitual. I do not like barbecue wings with the bone. I'll eat them boneless. And when the order got placed, BBQ mild wings were ordered instead of like buffalo mild or medium, and I was just like, I don't blame the person who ordered it. I could have just ordered the stuff, but I was like, damn. So I've been craving fucking chicken wings, specifically buffalo, and we finally got wings. Finally, after like over a month or whatever it's been now. Maybe it hasn't been a month. Maybe I'm tripping. It just feels like it's been a month. And it was fucking barbecue, and I was like, side eye, motherfucker. I sure fuck it, I'll eat them. I had a couple, and I was like, nah, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit entirely. I don't even want them. I didn't say it out loud though. I was just like, garbage. Give me my fucking pizza. I'm done. I'm gonna go back to ripping staples out the fucking ground. Oh, well, voice acting. Brings you here, my friend? No, that wouldn't. You don't understand. That wouldn't do it. I think that shit lathered.
She is here at my behest. Greetings, Roban. It has been a while.
I just don't think that voice goes for the character. I fuck with it though.
Hilbert, you old scoundrel.
When they told me you'd be visiting, I scarce believed my ears.
Can't believe anything going into those ears. Look at these two. I like his outfit.
But look at you.
You recognize the voice? Oh, really?
Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have imagined, eh?
I wonder who it is.
Not many, but fewer still.
Don't get used to the voice acting, by the way.
Lay in politics, old friend.
Oh, God.
Aye. We've both come far, have we not?
Sure. We could put it that way. Just stare at each other lovingly, it's fine.
Lest you wonder, Hilbert and I go back a long way.
This guy, yeah, this guy.
Friends and rivals since we were lads. The last time we saw each other,
you already know.
An amigo had just fallen, so you can guess how many summers it's been.
I just need to get to level 60. That's all I care about right now. I don't care about anything else.
Ah, well, my dealings tended to
I
the
care
modest and
not.
mundane, unlike some I could mention.
No, I do care about the story, though. Damn, that's
As
crazy.
I hear it, no sooner did you reach Thanaland than the brass blades clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands. Being a stubborn sort, you won 1,000 matches and earned yourself a place in the people's
Shit, I
hearts
was
while
not
you were
familiar
about
with
it.
your game. What the hell? I didn't know he was a badass like
Your
that.
mountain of prize money, you bought the Colosseum and secured a seat on the Syndicate. Those balls, brother. Rags to riches does not do it justice. You're a hero to the common man.
Uh-huh.
Pa, spare me. I am no hero. If anyone is worthy of that title, it's our friend here. Next to
Robon the
her,
Goat.
I'm little more than a
Actually
glorified
goated.
butcher.
I'd be so upset to learn if he was some kind of traitor, though, down the line.
You sell yourself
That shit would
short.
fucking make me so
By all
sad.
accounts, you were an adventurer of some standing.
I'm standing. He's our captain
I'd
now,
like
though.
to think that I did my part for the greater good. But if you're no hero, then I'm no adventurer, not in this company. Anyway.
Damn. I know I said this last time, but the amount of glaze they give the world of light now is insane. I have tidings. Why'd they just look at me like that? Then he looks back to Rob. I have tidings. What? It's so fucking abrupt. His face too. He's so serious. I have tidings, brother. He had the stick all the way out of his ass, and he just fully shoved it up there for that line.
So there has been progress.
Dude, why are you locking in? This is mogging each other right now. I fucking love this dumbass game. So stupid. I don't fucking understand. You'll have like you'll have two old fools catching up with each other, then they're just like, anyways, gotta fucking go. Anthony Byrne was in Call of Cthulhu. I never would have known that. That's crazy. Fuck me, dude.
Let it be known that this meeting is a reunion between all
Oop, fuck, shit, balls. Get out of here. I fucked up. It's okay. I can watch the cutscene later. I missed 2 lines of dialogue. I hate it here.
So it is we who have been compromised.
You got compromised.
Teleggi had a leggy.
It's true, Teleggi had a leggy.
Times, a man's loyalty may be bought for a fistful of gil.
I mean, yeah.
But
I'm
if
restart the
this snake
MMO.
has truly been in our midst for as long as you say, we must needs consider
fucking
a far
sussy ass
greater
Lalafell.
possibility.
Fun fact, Cam, there's actually a book in all of the inns that you can read to watch any cutscene you've missed. You do not need to restart the MMO. They thought of that.
Very well.
Yeah, it's super tight. I actually have to use that to go back to a cutscene from earlier today and grab a screenshot because I was making a face. Yeah, we got to continue those inquiries so we can figure out.
It does me well to see you again, old friend.
Figure out the bullshit.
When next we meet, let it be over a flagon of ale.
Oh my god.
I look forward to it. Let us reminisce of bygone days and drink to the future
And now they're back
of
to
our homeland.
They're back to all friendly shit. That's crazy. Pretending I read? Little do you know. I'd just be pretending I don't read. By the way, we basically hit the Spaceball salute when we do our salute for our grand company, which is crazy.
Flame General, you wear the mantle well, old friend. I must work hard if I'm to keep up.
You guys can kiss. It's legal now. You can. You don't gotta pussyfoot around it. Everybody's chill with it. Nobody cares.
Well, it would seem
go for it, dog. Pride Month too.
I dare say we have Roban's
oh god.
To thank for that. Still, I was glad of your presence. My thanks, Scion.
You're welcome. It's still so weird being called Scion. I don't care how long it's been. Ah, yes, Scions of the 7th Dawn. Cool, I can get some shit and some stuff even. Those are kind of tight. Yeah, those are nice too. My brother in chaos. What the fuck am I looking at? I like the flap. Are these dyeable? They are, but it probably won't let me dye everything. I'll do this one. It's asymmetric. Give me that. Thank you. Useless. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. Everyone good? I'm gonna sit next to this plant. Yeah, good call. Sit next to the plant while I'm waiting to do my questy. I'm assuming I have to talk to Ilbert here. Time for me to fuck everything up. I should get to level 57 tonight, yeah? Nah, that's wishful thinking. Fuck. I'm gonna get to level 57 and it's gonna take me forever to get to level 58. I'm gonna cry. Holy shit. It's Grand Blue. Grand Blue versus... Brother. Bing. It's the other side. Bing. It's so bad. It just keeps going. Somebody's gotta do this one with the fucking with the around the world super from, and she didn't even die, from Slayer and Guilty Gear Strive. Oh my god, dude. I forgot about that one. We haven't seen that shit in forever. It's been a hot minute. Like a hot minute. Less than 5 minutes. You're joshing my nards right now. How much money do I have? I'm a broke bitch, ain't I? I spent all my money on looking pretty. I'll tell you what. Fucking oh. I was trying to click something else, but okay. This one's really fast. This is a guild hast. Guild hasts are for babies. Goo goo gaga. Goo goo gaga shit. Let me show you. We're gonna walk into this motherfucker. There's gonna be a beast, and then it's gonna spawn other beasties off to the side, and then they're gonna fucking die, and that's that. They got nothing on us. It's over before it began. They're gonna spawn some friends on the side, and it's just not gonna matter. Trust. Like, I can't. I'm not even gonna get to use my shit. Dual cast. I fucked up my shit. God damn it, motherfucker. Oh, GG. Wow, that was hard. It's the basement in literally every ruin of Elden Ring. Can? Your name is Can now, not Cam. I'm sorry. It's gone. Your name's gone. I've taken it. I've squashed it. It's changed. I don't care if you paid money to change your name. It's Can now because I can't fucking talk. Can comment. Can I do the Can? Yeah. So Can here. Spent so much time 100%ing Elden Ring that everything, all the graphics just be looking the same. They're just a blur. It's fucking one dungeon has like whips and chains and shit, and the other one's got lava and pukes and shit. And she's like, yeah, it looks the same to me. Math checks out. Dude, fuck am I doing? Duty finder. Let's just get leveling out of the way. Fuck. Everything is Elden Ring or Satisfactory. There's nothing else. Weren't you just playing an absolute metric fuck ton of ARAM too? 3Ks is wild. You know, I specifically don't go OKKK, like saying okay 3 times, to specifically avoid the KKK. Even though I like things in 3s. I'm just like, yeah, we're not doing all that. Who's our tank? Conrad? Conrad, are you gonna wall to wall for us, I wonder? Yeah, okay. My goat. We're actually wall to walling. I fucks with a heavy. That's just PvP Elden Ring with a belt of minions from Satisfactory. You're a sicko. I wonder. I wonder if when you... Oh, we're stopping here? What's happening? Can you fucking make up my mind? Can you make up my mind for me? Uh-oh. Hey, honey, you're on the mic. Can I finish this dungeon real quick? Probably about 10 minutes. I literally just got in. Alright, thank you. Love you, bye. We're doing half pulls, it looks like. Cam said, oh, damn, missed it. Sorry, Cam. It looks like we're doing half wall to walls, mini walls. I don't even know what they call it in this game. I said mini pulls, but I doubt that's right. Come on, game. I was gonna call it half walls. That sounds cute. I'm not even paying attention to how I'm playing right now, so if it's not working out. Oh, I used Adel on accident. Fuck. Ah, who cares? Adel is fucking nuts, brother. I'm just gonna swift cast here. I don't really care. Why you do this to me? Why you do this to me? Stop. Why does swift cast not give me my dual cast? No. Bastard. I don't know. All I know is we're cooking this fraud. I would like to unlock more dungeons at higher level. 1 for experience and money that I'm assuming I'll get, but 2 so I can use more of my skills. Because I'm going to be so real with you. Using only the lowest bits of my skills is not behooving me in the slightest. It's doing nothing for me. I want to practice with the rest of my shit. So that when I'm in the middle of a raid where there's like 18 million things procking on screen, I don't fucking screw the pooch. I don't boof on these butts. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying at this point. Please don't say yes. I'd be concerned for you. Dog, what are we doing? Where are we going? We pushing these hoes in? Just an all-in-one pull? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying! Bonk, bonk. I do think the side pony's cute on my character, but I feel wrong. I feel like I need to have twin tails on. Am I wrong? Are we chilling with the side pony? Or should I go back to doing my twin tails as preordained? Also, we're just not sprinting, so I'm gonna pop my sprint. Fuck it. I don't even care. Who needs a sprint? Sprint is for pussies. I mean, we're chilling. We're in no worries of wiping or hold on. Pop these RQ. Go back over to this real quick. Holy crap, I can't use any of this. Lamau. Darkwolf says you should just be bald. Tell Darkwolf to take the hair from the middle of their crown and shove it up their ass, and take the hair from the sides of their crown wrap it around each toe individually and tie it to their clit. I don't want to hear their shit anymore, okay? Naughty. Bad. Bad dog, spray bottle plus cage. Go. Oddly specific, but superpower, I don't know what to tell you. me when the femur doesn't get used for the oddly specific torture. Yeah. Fuck. Who's our healer? Is Tara healing? I'm sorry, Tara. I could have healed. Oh, Tyga's healing. I wasn't even fucking paying attention to who was doing what. I mean, I could have, but I wasn't. I could have went Scholar. Because I really need to get to level 60, okay? Like, really bad. You don't understand. There's a dancer at that level, and I need to twerk all over my enemies. I don't know why people don't understand this, but this is true. I will Scholar, though. Trust. Just not right now. Soon. Allegedly. TM. I get to dump all my shit. What's good, Wheatley? How's it being, Hampter? Where the fuck? Who the hell? They're trying to push and pee over here. Pop, pop. Oh, we're moving. Where's she moving? It's going pretty good, do you think? Well, that's good. That's going better than pretty bad, do you think? I'll take those. I'll take that. That's good. I'm good. I'm just really tired. Some would even call me the loopy tempest, is what I've been hearing from chat. I'm exhausted. I'm beat. After this dungeon, I do have to get up RQ. I gotta tell Tara. Ah, fuck. I gotta tell Tara. I gotta help Astra quickly, and then I'll be back. What's happening? No, shoot this motherfucker. Occultist Rosary. Wow, what should I ever do with that? This might still be my favorite of Taiga's outfits. High key, low key. Sorry for earlier. You don't gotta keep apologizing. It's all good. It was addressed, handled. We chilling. Womp. Oh my god. Womp. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. They're gonna die. Fuck. Oh, I appreciate you. Do another cast, and then I think we're gonna do some melees. Yeah, let's go ahead. Might as well burn them. I don't have anything better to do. Eat shit, demon. Wait, no, I gotta get my jolt off. Don't kill him. Fuck. Not like this. Life's so sad. Oh, the auto cut. Yay. It worked. I'm so happy. Wahoo. Yahoo. Yippee. Anyways. Get shitted on, old man. Probably could have saved those, to be so for real with you. I'm gonna save my swift cast for when this shitty little... Yeah, you. This motherfucker. Sure wish dual cast worked on my swift casties, but they don't. How could you do this to me? You're stinky. Ah, you suck. Bear Thunder. I love my dual cast. It makes me so happy. It makes me feel like I'm cheating the game, but like in a good way, in a cool and mysterious way. What the hell is this? Anyways, wow, nobody got hurt. Surprise, shocker even. Oop, oop. Your sub ran out. I'm sorry. I was a fast month. Golly. Where did the month go? I don't know. It should be disappearing. This whole year be disappearing, let me tell you. Fucking quick ass year. It hates me. Specifically me. It just wants to see me perish. It was so quick. Dun, 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 dun. Easy money. Never was worried for a minute. 2026 started a few weeks ago. I don't know. It feels like a fucking low key. It feels like it's been a month. Feels like it's been a month. It straight up feels like it's been a month. Sorry, I gotta BRB. Chat, I'll be right back. I'm sorry. Don't miss me too much. Behave thyself. See you in a moment. In momento. Un momento, motherfucker. Alrighty, chat room. I have returned. Astra's, thank you, Cam. Everyone's, thank you, Wheatley. Everyone's, Cam, Jesus, fucking, my brain is so shot. Astra is doing some finishing touches in the bedroom, which fucking awesome, because we spent all fucking day doing shit, and then I did some stuff on my own, and he's doing some stuff, and I'm so glad to be done with it. I wanted to have this shit done months ago, but better late than never. Room's painted. So for those of you that don't know, for those of you that don't know, I live in a household with essentially 3 families. It's me, my wife, and my 2 offspring, Nimadj, and basically my brother, Argeron Rex, who is my roommate. But I mean, dude's been essentially a stand-in for a big brother my entire life, so dude's my fucking brother. And handful of months ago, what color is it? The room, we're doing a galaxy theme for the colors. So think of like a nebula, basically blacks, purples, some splatters of the other colors, probably some glow in the dark stuff once we do the finishing touches for design stuff. But at this point, I think it was a handful of months ago. Fuck, it's Ramu. Man. Shit balls. Dude. My computer. My controls. They hate me. A handful of months ago, we started doing... I couldn't even tell you. We fucking went through all the shit in the house, helped move my mom essentially downstairs, did like a whole redo of the extension, like the whole 9, right? So we could essentially have the entire upstairs, more or less. And oh, my bad, gang. And we went through like all of our crap that we had in storage, and like just the whole shebang, right? Got everything prepped and ready to go, so that we could essentially have the upstairs like be just our place for us and the kids. Not that other people couldn't be up here and do stuff, because this is like the common living area or whatever. But we did all that stuff. We went through everything. But the final things that had to happen was we had to move my computer setup out of the living space and essentially into the bedroom, because like the whole plan was for me to, after all that was done, was for me to fuck off and no, and for me to no longer be in there. So I'm out of the way, because as of right now, I'm directly above my mother, and she can hear me. And with the way the walls and stuff are set up, basically, like, I'm just, like, during the day when I'm supposed to be working on my art and stuff, it's just not working, because so-and-so can hear me, or whatever. Or, like, I'm being bugged, in quotes, even though it's, like, a non-issue. It doesn't matter. But basically, I have to move my entire setup to the bedroom. So... to do that, though, we had to paint the room and get it like set and settled, because that's something that we've been wanting for a long time. That just hasn't happened yet. So anyways, today we got to painting the room, and room's painted, and we were also going to replace the carpet, because the carpet's just fucking old. It's been there forever. And spoiler alert, we have really nice hardwood floors. Really unfortunate. I dual casted the wrong thing. Hardwood floors underneath our carpet. So rather than getting a whole new carpet and spending an actual metric fuck ton of money, we're just gonna go ahead and use the hardwood floors because they look nice, and not for anything, but I have really bad allergies. Wicked hardware, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have allergies, and having a carpet when you have allergies is just like not the fucking play ever. Especially, what the fuck, dude? Why? But yeah, anyways, So we went through and pulled up like all the insulation and the carpet today too, which wasn't really on the docket for today. We were going to do that another day, but it wound up being a today project. And it's been, you know, this was the plan, but other things are happening type of day. Which is, you know, fine or whatever. So yeah, that's just been kind of the day. And now we have a few touch-up places for the paint, and we're done. And tomorrow I gotta hang the TV up on a mount that's in the bedroom, because we've had this mount for a while and we didn't hang it up because we're like, well, we're gonna paint the walls, so we might as well fucking wait. Because like, there's basically a bunch of stuff has been waiting on the fucking painting to get done, and it's finally getting done, and I'm so fucking glad, because I feel like it's been just forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, and I'm so glad it's done. So fucking glad it's over and I'm free from this inescapable hell of like waiting for shit to be finished. It's so nice. I don't have to stress about it anymore. And now, in theory, when we fucking get over to, when I move my setup into the bedroom, we're going to run an Ethernet cable. We're going to have it installed properly, and I'm going to be able to work on my stuff in there and get it done. I'll have a little office space close enough to the bed, etc., etc. It'll be nice. Your room is full of waiting to be done, so you get me. Yeah, it's tough. If it were just our place, we could. If it were just me or just us or whatever, it's so much easier to just do shit without repercussions. But like, it's so much harder when you have a house with a bunch of people. Like even with the pool, I've been ready to open the pool for over a month now, and we just basically got the okay to start doing it. Or like 2 weeks ago, and it took. Hold on. Hi, baby. Come hither, my child. Just buy a house. Not sure what the big deal is when it's only like $500,000. You're lucky. Some of these houses be be ridiculous. I love how people be like, actually, you're just not looking, because I bought a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and I only paid $220,000. And it's like, have you considered shutting the fuck up? Just because you got lucky with something, and in quotes, because you still had to skip an inspection and whatever. Houses are 500K again. Thought they were like 800K. Yeah, no, it's it could be more. Some places are like, for a regular ass home is like 1.5 mil, you know. Some are 500, some are 480, some are 900. Like it's all over the place. Also, a plot of land being that much is crazy, but I get it. I'm going to try very hard not to become, you guys know how I am at this point, right? Where I'm like very, fuck the top 1%, fuck these corpos, blah, 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 down with the people, burn them. Like, you understand that that's kind of where I come from on everything. I tend to have a very strict worldview in terms of all the problems we have as a society come from a small, very small group of people being very greedy and loving to watch us suffer. So with that in mind, I'm going to say it is what it is. Fuck them hoes. Like, I'm so tired of it. Also, if you guys ever find a channel out there in the wild that sounds suspiciously like me and has suspiciously similar cultural and political views, it is not me. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It is not me. Yeah. Not me. And no, I won't be divulging the info because it's not me. But I find it very interesting that they exist because it is funny. It's probably you. That's because it is you. What the fuck? It's doing twin shit. True. I don't know. It's so funny out there. I don't want to go down that path right now because I'm tired, and I know that I'll be ultra mega hater right now, and this isn't the platform for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and behave. In the meantime, while I'm baby offspring trapped, why don't we do something I can do one-handed? Yeah, sound like a plan? Because I cannot do this one-handed. But first, let's go find my seat. I want you guys to know Tyga jacked my seat and ate fried chicken while looking at me earlier. What a fucking bitch, dude. You ever think about that? What a little asshole. I hope that made her feel big and strong. Don't worry, I remember these things. I don't be spiteful, but I do remember the transgressions done against me. And I won't forget it. It's okay. It is messed up. I'm telling you, chat, there's got to be some hate in Tyga's heart for me. Some of the stuff that she does to me is evil. Actually evil. Squeak. She fucking hates me. She still wants my throat to get fucked by a xenomorph, like a face hugger. Can you believe this shit? She hates me. Not even like a light, salty. She hates me. Your brain is so fried you can't hear anything without somehow finding a lewd meaning somewhere. It really do be like that sometimes. Sometimes you just get so tired, you're like, what's wrong with some Xeno smooching? I'm not trying to pop an egg out my rib cage or a fucking alien Xeno out my rib cage. That's what's wrong with it. There was a follow-up to that, but I filtered it. I don't know how I filtered it. Ribs grow back? I understand, but that shit still hurts. That shit is not comfortable. It's okay, baby. You want me to rock some more? I'll rock some more. Yeah. While we're waiting, hold on. Yo. I wonder if it's gonna let me do it on PC. I had to do it on phone the other day. I had a really good game DL run. I have new xenomorphs that can pop out of different places. Like, that makes me feel literally any better. At all. It doesn't, but you know. I don't even know where to put this shit, dog. You guys see this if I put it up here? In this corner. Can you see that shit? Maybe not. Who knows? There you go. You see that shit? Surely. That's the game by its cover art. Oh my fucking god. Far Cry. I don't know which one. Oh, no, that's Red Dead. What's up, gal? Redemption? It's still not gonna let me do it. Motherfucker. It just won't let me play it on window on the computer. It fucking hates me. I don't know why. Everything hates me today. What the hell? Why don't you have ads? Great question. I don't know. You sub right now? I don't know. I can't see that. Or maybe I can and I'm just stupid. Just stupid. I have no idea. I got no idea. No idea at all. I kind of want to spend some money, chat. How much trouble am I going to get in if I spend money? That's a really good question. What you going to spend money on, Lucky? I don't know. Some of these games be on sale. That's all I'm saying. Wow, 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 wow. I could play one of these demos maybe while I wait. Let me see. Where is uncategorized? I'm just trying to take a look at what I have. I can play one-handed maybe. Realistically, not a lot. Battle Golf was kind of stupid fun. I believe you, but hear me out. That's not a one-handed game. I'm not one-handing Battle Golf gamer. I mean, I guess I could. One-handed? Yeah, I was thinking about doing like I was thinking about doing the Vampire Survivor Dungeon Crawler. You know? I have a category of that. Just because I have a category of it doesn't mean I want to play those games. What the fuck? The fuck? What if I want to spend money on something I'm never going to play? The hell? Oh shit, bruh. That fucking... I'm not your bruh. Fucking blue steel look. Dude. My roommate hates that movie. Arjun hates that movie, but I think that shit was so much fun. And maybe it's just the context of like watching it with the Discord that made it more fun. I'm not your bruh. The whole fucking... Was that, yeah, you were the first person I watched that with. I've never seen that before until we watched in the Discord. I might have to watch that shit again next year. Welcome back, Lunatics. Also, hi, Gal. It is a goofy-ass movie. It is a goofy-ass movie. I really think I might host a watch-along next week for Abraham Lincoln the Vampire Slayer, because I don't think Cam's going to get around to it anytime soon. And I'm like, it's a toss-up between that and The Princess Bride, and I've seen The Princess Bride so many times. So many fucking times. I want to see if the Abraham Lincoln the Vampire Slayer is as good as I remember it, because that shit was fucking crazy to me. That shit was a good time. I did not take it seriously at all, though. Based on a true story, by the way. Princess Bride is next in your queue. My goat. Goat Kane. Add over. Welcome back, Gal. I'm doing well. How are you? You having a good time? I'm really tired. Loopy Tempest had ass right now. But, you know, we chilling. It's been a busy day. I was in the fucking mines painting and my room and... doing stuff. Do I consider recommendations for the watch along? I feel like everything that I've done watch along wise for the past year at this point has been based off of recommendations. So yeah, I do consider recommendations and I put up a poll for them. I know Zach wants to put up a poll for the Common Rider stuff, but I gotta talk to him about that. But I will be indulging myself on the next Friday watch along. Whatever I pick will just be, it'll be for me this time, no poll. And I'll put up a poll after that probably. Not that the recommendations have been bad or anything, because I've enjoyed pretty much everything that's gone up, but I just want to watch something I want to watch. It's been a while. You're very tired. You think the fact you've been sleeping past 1 a.m. is destroying your motivation? I'm sorry, gamer. That's tough. Yeah, sleep schedule rotations fucking hurt. For real. I think Cam can attest to that. Now, see, for me, if I were to sleep until 1 a.m., I'd be chilling. I'm not watching Grave of Fireflies again. We did that once. Pass. No, I'm good. Pass. If I could sleep till 1 p.m. every day, like anywhere between 1:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day, and go to sleep at like 3, 4 in the morning, I'd be chilling. I'm like super productive when that happens. I wake up and it's night out, you're so unproductive. See, I'm the opposite. I tend to work hard as a motherfucker at night. I'm like, let's go, and I'll be half asleep, so it's like kind of a wash. But when I was on my night schedule, I was cooking. I was fucking cooking. Shit was so nice. I get like IRL stuff done during the day when I woke up in the afternoon. And then at night, I just like cook. So nice. But I think I'm just built for that. Like, I'm built to be up later. I'm not built to be awake during the normal people hours, which is truly unfortunate. You ended up buying Street Fighter 6 and Jason from Dead by Daylight. Ayo. When they put Jason from Dead by Daylight into Street Fighter 6. How are you feeling about Street Fighter 6? I would like to play more of that too. Mostly for Ingrid. She do a lot of spinning and beams and shit. It's crazy. FX. It was an NK10. True. Motherfucker would just walk at you. Doof, 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 and hit you for 1,000,000 damage. And you were like, yeah, okay. You haven't played it yet since your friend wanted to play Tuco and Melty Blood. Both bangers. Both bangers. I'd play Tuco if it wasn't for Vanguard. I know I say this all the time, but I really would play Tuco if it wasn't for Vanguard. I liked the game. In fact, I loved the game. In fact, that game was cracked to me. It was so easy. You would play a match and then go next match, and it would queue you up into another match. And the netcode felt amazing. And it had fun tag mechanics. And would be nice if it had more characters when I played, but, you know... In general, I fuck with it. Sad though you can't play your main in Melty Blood because your friend gets way too heated when it comes to Neko arc. So... I have friends that get mad at all the characters I play. Just play them anyways. Simply go tee-hee ha-ha and lock in the character that pisses them off the most. If it gets under your skin. You gotta remember though, I spent an entire like 2-year span of listening to people bitch about my main and Guilty Gear. So I used to feel bad about it, but then I kind of developed this like syndrome where if somebody's complaining about my character, it makes me want to play them more. I'm like, nope, hold that shit. The real toxic thing you can do is pick their main and then beat their ass with their main. If they're really gonna bitch, you might as well just pick their main and kick their ass with it, because what are they gonna complain about then? That's the play. I shit you not. And what you need to do is you need to play unoptimally. Don't do the crazy combos or setups. Just beat them with your fundamentals. And then be like, okay, can we go back to having fun again and you not bitching? That's the play. It sounds toxic, but if somebody's sitting there and just being negative the whole time, you gotta kinda put them in line. It's really that simple. Although some people just like, sometimes people are just having a bad day. It's different if it's like a consistent thing versus like a LMAO bad day moment. Like, I get it. Sometimes you're just trying to fuck off, and you're just getting put into the circle to work blender, and you're like, dog, release me from my endless suffering. I don't have the energy to block this 8-way mix up tonight. Help me. Release me. I like how Tyga's just crafting in the background and watering me and shit. Just like random stuff. The reason why this person got you into fighting games is to beat you up in those games. See, I'm not going to say anything because that's your friend. I have lots to say about that, but I'm not going to say anything. I have a whole laundry list of things to say. Call it a CVS pharmacy receipt. Backfired with Neko Arc and Yoshimitsu. I love that those are characters that you play. That fills me with joy. You know, if you do get into Guilty Gear Strive, I'm gonna need you to pick up Faust. Just try them. Try too nice, but some days it's pretty hard. It's not even it's not even like a try too nice thing versus not try too nice thing. It's sometimes normal people who just like live in their lives, they're just like, it's just been a day, their energy's gone, they got a headache, they didn't eat at the right times or whatever the fuck it is, and they're playing a game they normally enjoy. And sometimes they're just bitching and they're like, man, I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm like, I get it. Yeah, sometimes the spoons are all just forks and you're like, man, fuck this shit, I want to take a knife and shove it up somebody's toenail. Like, whatever, it's Jover. I'm tired of it. This shit's so ass. Like, I get it. It's fine. I don't have any qualms with that. It's the people that are just like constantly fucking raging and blaming everything on everybody or everything else rather than just like looking within for 4.5 seconds and going, oh yeah. Oh yeah. But that's the thing with fighting games. Like fighting games require you to understand how you learn, and they also require you to be real with yourself. And a lot of people can't do one of those things, let alone both of those things. And specifically if they're trying to be better and like get really good at the game. And I get it. Like it's tough. And that's a hard ask. Faust is nice. You've been trying Lucy, Kai, and Unica. Those are like far cries from the characters you play, but they're all super fun. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Lucy's pretty better. They're in a better position now than they were when they dropped. That's for sure. Unica's doing good right now. Kai's a sick fuck. We love Kai out here. Kai can kind of just do everything in the best way possible. What a fun character. Playing the game with Jacko. Jacko would be another character I'd tell you to look into, but they are like very technical, so it could be rough. It was horrible. Yeah, okay, well. Yeah, oh yeah, understandable. No, whenever I hear Yoshimitsu and Neko Arc were my mains in a sentence, I'm like, you like the fucking weirdos. Play Faust. Play Faust. Weirdos respectfully, by the way. This isn't like a dig. It's like the characters that are very unique and for those kinds of players. Yeah, that's Faust. Faust will make you a happy person. It's a shame because she's so cute. Yeah, she's so adorable. They did the same thing with Yuzuriha and Uni as well. Have you guys ever seen Yuzuriha's walk and like jump animations and shit? I low key, like, I think this character, if it wasn't for the big giant fuck ass sword, she might have been made for me. And if she had twin tails, you know, like the personality on this character is truly. Let me show you this. Yeah, Uni, Under Night, my bad. This character's great. You're still waiting on a fighting game with a character you want to play as. There's been a lack of fighting game reveals despite the Game Fest time. Yeah, well, that's because everything's kind of been revealed. Like we just have all the things. We have all the stuff. It's already happened. We're chilling. We're chilling for real. I think any big announcements we have anytime soon is going to be, if we have anything, it'll be at like an Evo. And even then, I'd be shocked if we got, I mean, we got Virtua Fighter 6, which is going to go for a more grounded approach. I've never really been into Virtua Fighters, so that'll be interesting. Doubt I'll actually play it. You suck at Under Night for some reason. It is the weirdest fucking anime fighter you'll ever play. It just like doesn't follow a lot of the anime fighter conventions. When you're angry, try to mad in silence. Unless that person that made you angry, if that never happens. I see. Could be a long ass wait before you get into a fighting game. Yeah, I think it's going to be a while before fighting games meet the conditions that you need to actually fully enjoy them. Because I don't think with just sticking with the primary formula they have is going to work for you long term. Maybe on like a casual level. Like even if they had a character, I don't think it'll have the content you need, content wise, to make you happy. I'll use the default skin. It's fine. It's fine. I don't mind. This is a lucky colored skins, by the by. I really like to ping you a lot. What are you talking about, gamer? You and Celica both said that. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. You confused the shit out of me. Ping you a lot? I pinged watch-alongs recently, and I ping streams, and I ping lunatics. This is a VTuber Discord server with lots of events. If you don't want watch-along pings, undo the role. If you don't want stream pings, undo that role. Anyways, so when she walks forward, she's got the little music notes, and then she also has them, she walks backwards, and she's got that stupid fucking grin on her face. 3 or 4 pings a day? Okay. Sometimes, yes, but generally speaking, no. There's usually 2 pings a day. There's usually a YouTube ping for a YouTube video, which I've been slacking on. And then there's the stream ping. Those are the main ones. And then sometimes we have like a wave of extra pings. Like there's watch along pings on Monday and Friday, which Fridays won't be as consistent. There's LDCC pings, was twice a month. Now sometimes more based on communications that have to happen. Innocent Soul's not even around anymore. You can simply mute the pings. That's my recommendation to you. I ping you the right amount of times. That's all I'm going to say on that. However many times I ping people is the correct amount of times. And then if it's not the correct amount of times, they can either mute server or do what they need to do. But it is the correct amount of times. Yeah, but her animations are just very... Like she has the pupil elbow. I'm not really playing her right now. I have one hand on. She has crazy combos. But yeah, no, just her walk animation is just really cute. She got the little music notes. Very nice. Very adorable. Much attitude. Lovely character. There was another animation. I can't remember what it was. This one. I guess less cute, more edgy / mysterious, but yeah, I don't know. I don't play Yuzu because, well, for a few reasons. A couple other characters exist. We have Nanase, who's like a magical girl with twin tails, who's really cool. And who else? You're going to keep complaining. I'm simply going to ignore the complaints then. We have Nanase, we have Altnum, who's really fun. And then this character is fucking hilarious in this game. She's a grappler, but she's like stupid fast. They added Izumi a while ago. I still need to try her. I think what Nanase is that I fucking hate playing this character. She has some things I like in a fighting game character, but she lacks like the way this game is built and what it wants you to do. She just doesn't vibe with me. You picked up the game because you loved her look and ended up playing in Kiddu. You fucking would. You fucking would. I don't even know if I remember my combos on this character. Whoa, what the hell? Why am I getting... Why is... Huh? Whoa, 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 whoa. I see the explanation about reply pings. Yeah, I understand that like somebody would get a reply ping if I reply directly to them, like if they have the notifications on. But you can change that on like a personal level, which is what I do. And at that point, I didn't even... Like that was in the watch along server, so I don't know what Celica was talking about because I was adding watch along. I wasn't replying to her directly. Why is my heavy on R1? What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. This is why I don't fucking use pad. Maybe my shit's just fucked up because it's not reading as a controller. Lay down, baby. What kind of controller do I play on? I play on a hitbox or an arcade stick, depending on things. I know, baby. Was she busy? Yeah, I used to play pad only, but shit kind of hurt my hand. I also used to play a character that required me to do a metric fuck ton of inputs just to play a neutral, and that shit was hurtful. Play on leverless? Yeah, me too. Me too, me too. It's just the most comfortable controller on the market, in my opinion. Like, most comfortable layout right now for me. I don't... Like, it does have some things that are easier to do than stick. And stick has some things that are easier to do than it. And pad is just kind of like the perfect blend of the two, in my opinion. I think pad, accessibility-wise, is probably... It just kind of does everything. But as far as comfort goes, the hitbox is just... It's the best for me. He's the best. You can't feel bad on a hitbox. I know. I know you want to see mommy. But I'll tell you what, by the time you see her, you'll be so tired again, you'll go right back to sleep with Snuggles. I know. You want to hold Miku for me? Hold Miku? Yeah. Here you go. Sound was really cute. Aw, her. Yeah. We've just been rocking. I know. But she's busy. She said she'll be out. Okay. You want to nap until she comes out? Okay. You want to close your eyes? Yeah. Alright. I'll let you know when she comes out, okay? But yeah, basically, I think all peripherals that are like currently mainstream are extremely valid. I swear to fucking God, though, if you show up to your local and you're running some modded DK Bongo fucking Rock Band 64 controller setup, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. I'm not having it. Lost follow body pillow controller was already enough. Hey, honey. I returned. But yeah, thank you. I think there's so many good fighting games, and the thing is, like, there's just a lot of older fighting games that don't have modern like netcode. Well, or don't easily have modern netcode or ways to play. They're just so fucking goated. And then there's some that aren't like super old that are really goated. I went on a little bit of a spiritual journey with fighting games a while back when Guilty Gear's netcode was kind of pissing me off. And I started playing, just like I would spend like an hour or 20 hours in a game, just like messing around, getting a vibe for it, getting a feel for it, and just checking stuff out. And in that time, I learned that the fighting game genre has always had games that are just like fucked up. Every single one of them. There's not a single... I think the cool thing about fighting games is they just allow you to feel cool or powerful. And like, people always talk about wanting fighting games to be more accessible or simplified or whatever. But every time I like hear that conversation, I think back to like the majority of reasons people get into fighting games are they saw a character that they liked in a game, or they saw somebody do the sickest fucking combo and they're like, holy shit, I can do that, or I want to try that. Or they saw a game trailer and they're like, this looks tight as fuck and it looks like it's super fun. Nobody ever goes, oh, this shit's easy? I want to try it because it's easy. Like, that's not... Nobody's rocking up to Dark Souls 4 because they're like, by the way, we made inputs even easier and boss fights have been scaled down. Like, nobody's asking for that. Not that fighting games are like Dark Souls, because they're not. At least in the traditional sense. But the whole conversation is just really funny because I go back and I play these old games and I'm like, no, there was some with like easier inputs and there was some with like stupid, most fucked up pretzel inputs I've ever seen. And every single one of them is just like, there's some fucked up shit. There's some absolute degeneracy that you can do. And there's not a single fighting game I've ever looked at like a high level. I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's honest. There's no such thing as an honest fighting game. Every single one of them is just some asshole or assholes forcing their opponent to deal with the most disgusting sicko mode, beast mode shit you've ever seen at a high level. And then at like a casual level, it's who can roll their face against the controller the hardest. And it's beautiful. And I love it so much. And if I were a better streamer that like could bring the hype and the energy to fighting games that is like required to make them exciting to stream for people, not for me to stream, but for people to watch, I'd absolutely play them more on stream. But like, I'm not built for that life. Leave that to the professionals. That's not me. But goddamn, I'd be lying if I said they weren't some of the most fun I've ever had. I love watching the dumb clips. I love playing the dumb shits. Some of these fucking games, some of these games are just disgusting. Somebody made a fuck, what is it called? Helltaker? Right, the puzzle game. Somebody made a Helltaker fan-made fighting game, and that shit's just tight. It's so cool. I was watching some gameplay for that a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, these people are absolutely they're just sick fucks. They're sick fucks. The game's not even out, and they're sick fucks. Say the feeling about being powerful is fun. You don't have any experience with fighting games like I'm referring to. You played Space Marine 2, and the feeling when you're completely surrounded and keep perfectly timing and parries is very nice. Yeah, that shit's hype. That shit's hype. Like being one with the source code and then just like going absolutely ape shit on particularly difficult enemy or like waves is phenomenal. I think the difference for me with fighting games is that even if I'm 0 and 100, the person I'm playing against, like, there's been times I went like a 0 and 120 in the beginning of my fighting game career, I guess we could call it. And I was just fucking grinning, cheek to cheek, cheeked up the whole time. I was having such a joy. But it's like you have this weird sense of intimate understanding of your opponent when you play long sets. Like, usually in shorter sets, when it's like a 1st to 3 or something, you're playing, you're kind of playing the game, and yeah, you're playing your character and their character. Like, you're playing against their character, the things their character normally wants to do, but then you see what your opponent actually does, and you get a read for them as a person, and there's like some layers that develop. But when you're playing like a 1st to 10, all of a sudden, you guys are playing your own little mini games, your own little meta games, and you're doing stuff you wouldn't normally necessarily do in a normal match, right? A normal 1st to 3. And then in a 1st to 50, you guys develop a whole new sense of reality. For example, when you watch Shuckle and I play against each other in Guilty Gear Strive and open lobbies, generally speaking, after our first 1st to 5, we devolve into this fucked up game of it's just basically degeneracy. There's things that we do on each other that we wouldn't ever do on others, and there's things we don't do on each other that we do to others all the time because we know the other person will check it. And sometimes we'll try it. And then there's times where we're just like chilling in neutral and we'll do the most fucking stupid thing because we know the other person so well and we played them so many times that we're just like, I bet this will catch them this time. They're gonna do this, and I'm gonna hit them with it. We're kind of playing a completely different game at that point. It's no longer just LOL Guilty Gear as intended. It's a whole different experience, and it's ours. It's between me and Shuckle. Nobody else has that exact experience, and it's ours. You felt that in Smash? Yeah, me too. With Shuckle. Shuckle and I used to play a fuck ton of Smash. Actual metric fuck ton. I have stories about that game. That game, there's very few things in fighting games that truly irk me to a point of no return. Bad netcode is one, and terrible hurt boxes and hitboxes are another. And Smash Ultimate has both of those things in spades. There have been times I got caught by Ridley's side B when I was an entire character and a half like model underneath Ridley, and I still got caught by the side B, and I wasn't even pressing an attack button. So you can't be like, oh, you extended your hurt box. The fuck I did. The fucking coding / design of that game and the way that they like represented some of the moves with their animations was so inconsistent. I could not stand that shit. And then you add the bad netcode on top of it, and it's like, oh my fucking god. I am playing the sloppiest fighting. I don't mean slop as in like fighting game slop. No, I mean sloppy, messy fighting game of all time. But it's fine offline. It's way better offline. You play that shit online, it's one of the sloppiest games of all time. Good Lord, what a mess. What a fucking mess. I can't believe I put hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours into that game. I was wondering why my sanity was crumbling. That would be why. It's weird too, because I never truly found a main in Smash Ultimate. I just wasn't able to do it. There wasn't a single character where I was like, actually, this makes this game fun. I tried so hard. I really did. I like it sloppy. Oh yeah, definitely not. It was nice listening and talking, but you're extremely tired. You have to eat. Yeah, have a good rest, gal. Thank you for swinging by. Get some sleepies. I hope you have a very good resties. Random buttons your main in every game. Yeah, I wish I were like you. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I like having a wide pool of characters, I think, to play outside of like a main. But sometimes I just land on a character I hate, and I'm like, I fucking hate random. I hate random so much. It's fine until I land on one of those like 2 or 3 characters where I'm just like, I don't fuck with these characters at all. Get me out of here. Randoms, it's fine occasionally as like in the casuals after you've been playing long sets, I feel like, but as a whole, shit just makes me mad. Because it always puts me on a character I just don't like. I don't know why. It knows. Oh shit, another Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 update just happened. Lamau. Why am I getting a second one? I just got another one. I literally just got another one. What the fuck? That's crazy. Hold on. Does it say anything? Yesterday. No, it says nothing. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience this has caused. We implemented support for Windows 11. Some operational issues. Revert to previous state. Okay, previous state reinstalled. You had a main in every game except Ultimate. Felt like they changed every previous main you had in a way that didn't click with you, like Samus and Yoshi. I used to make Yoshi too. They ruined him. Guess your closest Ultimate main was Robin. Not to say you disliked Ultimate though, you loved it. Agreed on the not code issues, obviously though. Obviously, yeah, it's like Robin was a lot of fun in Ultimate. I think a good amount. I tried them for a while. I think my core issues with Ultimate is they changed the overall game feel of Smash so heavily, and like the weight of stuff and the way the game played, that it just didn't feel right. I don't know. It didn't really feel like a Smash game anymore. It almost felt less polished than it did before. Inputs were sluggish, if that makes sense, even offline. Like there was definitely like a huge delay, like a buffer delay or a buffer, which was super problematic. They removed perfect pivoting, which was not a glitch. It was just like a thing in the games, and perfect pivoting was huge for me. Yeah, the buffer was crazy. It was bad. It was really bad. Like they just, the way they auto timed short hops and like did things there was problematic. Which Yoshi did you play? Did you play Smash 4 / Smash Wii U Yoshi? Tyga? You blame the short hop button for the buffer? Yeah, it's probably part of it. Yeah, the whole element, if you press these two together, you just get a short hop automatically. I was like, I don't know what they were thinking. There was a lot of things that made the game feel off, but I think the buffer was a huge part of it. And again, the hitboxes and hitboxes were just so fucking weird. They really were not cooking. I will say though, first of all, insane amount of characters, fun side stories, like side modes. It's a fine game. I'm not saying Smash is bad. Smash Ultimate's bad. You mained Yoshi and Melee and 4. I can't speak to Melee Yoshi because I didn't play Melee Yoshi, but I mained in tournaments Yoshi and in Wii U 4, and I didn't feel like they were technical there. I definitely felt more rushed down there too. Their back air, down air, and just like their general approach options and the way they played the game was pretty heavy-handed. pretty get in your face, whoop your ass. Also, the up tilt up air strings were pretty reminiscent of Mario's ladders, which is relatively rushed down. I guess their movement was kind of technical, but it still was an ultimate too. You want to, I don't know. They don't have like a traditional up B, which can make things tough, and they also don't have a tether. But I mean, getting back with Yoshi is not hard. Yoshi has armor on the down B, so it's fine. You can mix up your approach options. You made Pit and Brawl because you found the looping arrows way too fun. Yeah, that shit was tight. They had a in Ultimate, I can't remember exactly what it was, but they had a forward air arrow thing. It wasn't exactly a loop, but I think it was like a 50-50. That shit was pretty fun. Lamau. In Ultimate, they also had a thing with Jigglypuff where you could, at low percentages, do a starter into forward air, rest. Or like forward air, pound to knock them off screen and kill them, which I thought was funny. What's up, Blind Eagle? How's it going, Zach? You having a good night? They had a lot of interesting stuff in Ultimate as far as like conversions and 50-50s and stuff. Oh shit, he found me. Uh-oh. Zach's busting us all right now. What are these motherfuckers doing? I played Yellow Charizard and Yellow Yoshi in Smash 4. Yurt. Thanks for the bonkies. Yeah, those are like my two mains. I played other characters too. Everybody had a Cloud in Smash 4. Who else did I play? I don't know. There was other characters. But those were the two. Those are the two main characters I played. And like nobody fucking played Charizard. The funny thing about Charizard was everybody bitched about Bayonetta, but Charizard actually had counterplay to a lot of Bayonetta stuff. So Charizard's flamethrower could edgeguard Bayonetta basically completely. For like her traditional ways of coming back. And then his side B went through her guns and just kind of worked a lot of the time. And Rock Breaker also did a lot of fun stuff. And it's funny. Charizard was like a weird character to beat some of the other characters. If you could win neutral against Cloud, who was also just like a top tier, he did really well. But then there was like weird random mid and low tiers he performed poorly against. It's funny. A lot of people you've met seem to want classic Smash characters to be reworked to like or how DLC was handled, with the character designs closer to their respective games, with less generic punches and more special unique moves. I'll take you feel the opposite. Some of the new stuff is way too gimmicky for you. I could see that. I think that there's something to be said about both camps, and I think it would be okay at this point to have like, that was probably toxic because people would be like, oh, wasted character slot, but I kind of don't fucking care. I would be okay with having classic Smash versions of characters and then like newer iterations that represent some of their newer games a bit more. Like if they dropped a new Mario, they could keep the old Mario. They could drop a new Mario, and instead of having like FLUDD and shit, they could have like they could have their Cappy. They could have like a nice roll attack and like a long jump. And like they could do more. My point. But you know, whatever. Does this count as late night lucky now? Late night lucky is usually just late night lucky. This has similar to late night lucky vibes. It's a bit more just chatty than usual. Late night lucky doesn't have a time though. It just kind of is its own thing. I mean, still wish we got a version of Wario like Project M's. That was a fun rendition. Yeah, Project M had a lot of fun stuff going on. That was truly a fun project. Lamau. I had a lot of fun with it. I will say, once I got to use wave dashing, in Project M, I was like, oh, this shit's actually fun. I see. Because I liked it in Rivals of Aether too. Wish Hero worked entirely differently. Me too. I wish Joker, Hero, Cloud, And Sephiroth is probably fine. Rookie Hero Cloud. I don't remember the cast right now. There's a bunch of characters I wish were just like totally rekitted. Rookie Hero Cloud for sure. I don't like Corrin's combos. I didn't like how Corrin played at all, actually. There was a few things about Corrin I liked, but a lot of her kit, I was just like, this feels bad to play. I felt that way since Go with her, though. Corrin's oddly stiff. Yeah. Yeah. Stiff ass motherfucker. Yeah, and a lot of her stuff didn't really go into each other nicely. Don't get me wrong, like her kit wasn't necessarily the worst or anything. I didn't really fuck with it. I will say the fucking, what character was it? They did the throw projectile in your face mash counter. Throw projectile. It wasn't Corrin because the second hit. There was a character that was like projectile counter, and I was like, Lamau. A lot of characters could have a hard time punishing it. Good times. What a fun game to like reminisce about. Not gonna play it on stream though. I'll play like Super Smash Flash 2 or something on stream. I don't mind. There's a lot of things I want to play on stream. I was looking at my schedule for this week. I was kind of bummed out when these migraines were getting worse. My migraine's a little better today, but I wouldn't count on that being the norm. I've been having some issues in my left eye again, so there's a good chance that I'm just cookaged. I was really looking forward to Ratchet and Clank tomorrow and Metal Gear Revengeance on Friday, but we'll see what happens. We shall see. Man, I was hoping to get more done in Final Fantasy. I'm really trying to level up. What level am I? 57. Oh, damn, that actually gave me more experience than I thought it did. What the fuck? I need 1,019,000 experience, and I'm at 153,829. Dog. I'm gonna cry. That just gets me to 58, and I still got 2 levels to go. You've never had a migraine. It's kind of like a headache, right? Yeah, so migraines affect everybody differently, from what I understand. Some people get different symptoms. Some people get it at different places. But take like the headache pain and make it more aggravating and multiply it and in multiple different areas with a different feel. And then the worst part about it is it's not just the pain. If it was just the pain, it'd be one thing. But like for me, it can knock out the vision on my left eye. It can basically, for me, it can make it really hard to talk. It can make it hard. Like basically take anything I'm used to doing, whether it's playing fighting games, writing, drawing, doing movements with my hand I've done 100,000 times, whatever it is, and like nerf the ability to do that. Like it's straight up. I used to say this when I was playing fighting games. There was times I would drop combos that I just wouldn't ever drop when I had a migraine. Like I would just straight up forget how to play a character I put hundreds of hours into. It's fucking terrible. There's like that kind of stuff, and then you get like, for me, I get like really fucking dizzy. There's like a bunch of other stuff, but it's not fun. It's not fun. Headaches are like, I don't know. One way I've noticed I can tell when my migraines are coming on is that one of a few things will happen. I either start feeling kind of woozy or dizzy a couple hours before. My smell will change. I can like taste stuff differently. Or like I could be, sometimes I'll just have like a burst of energy or have like a burst of energy go away from me. And like all sorts of different, like it's so weird. It's so weird. Ocular migraines gotta be the worst. You had one that was so bad your vision turned green once. Like everything was different shades of green. Yeah, shit like that could just happen. We only had our first one summer recently. I was like, wait, that's what you mean? That's scary? Yeah, it's ass. It's ass. I remember the first day but I actually just like straight up lost my vision from the migraines in my left eye. And I was just like, what did I do? Did I break my retina? Like what happened? What happened? Shit was so ass. I feel like your only hope as far as fighting games go, out of what's likely, is a new Smash, a Soul Calibur, Blaze Blue, or Marvel Token as a character you want to play as. That's fair. I don't know if Marvel Token will add anybody you actually want to play though, unless it's DLC. And even then, that might be a stretch. I would love a new Blaze Blue or Soul Cal. Excited to see what it does to you. Hopefully you don't get them. It's not something everybody gets, so hopefully not. I wouldn't wish it upon people, that's for sure. I feel like we're likely to get a new Smash or Smash-like out of Nintendo. We're definitely gonna get a new Soul Calibur at some point. I just don't know when. Almost Bandai keeps fucking up, but they kind of all over the place. I saw medication for it. Yeah, and it works to varying degrees. Medication for migraines. Like I can take a combination of ibuprofen and what is it? Advil? Tylenol. Does nothing. Doesn't even take the edge off. Excedrin migraine doesn't do shit. Then they have like more powerful stuff that can help tamper it. But like most of the stuff I take that actually does anything usually knocks me the fuck out or makes me super drunk anyway. So it's kind of like, I guess it's more high than anything. It's kind of like, well, what was the point? And then I can't even keep a lead designer for Tekken. What do you mean another Soul Calibur? I think Harada and Bandai had very different wants for Tekken 8. They went their separate ways, but they're not in a position where they're looking to stop making flagship games, methinks. I think the only reason they wouldn't make another Soul Calibur is because Soul Calibur 6 didn't sell as well as they wanted it to. Even though it was still successful and turned a profit. Harada's replacement left too. True. They'll find somebody though. They always do. It'll be okay. That's true. Harada's new... What's up? Okay. You have up in your dresser. Harada's new dev team is going to be coming out with something in however many years. A fighting game. I'll be interested to see what it is. If it winds up being a 3D fighter to try and compete with Tekken and or Virtua Fighter, that's cool, but also like, I don't know. The only 3D fighters I'm really super into or really like heavily are, maybe I do like Tekken. I just don't like Tekken 8. I like Tekken 7. Okay, how you feel about a company that's only known for mobile games? Yeah. I don't know. I mean, this has Saudi money backing it for Harada though. You know, it's SNK, basically. Big chillin'. Rivals is a rare phenomenon where it worked out. Yeah, I'm assuming that's because Marvel had some say. I don't know. Not really sure. Hard telling. Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird because they obviously don't care. What? I don't see any. I don't see any. I don't even remember what the fuck I was saying. Marvel Rivals. Okay. Love you, baby girl. Good night. Marvel Rivals. Something. Oh, they don't even really care about their like balance and players. I feel like they're just vibing. They're like, oh yeah, this looks good. This is fine. This looks all right. They're chilling. They don't give a shit. They're making all their money off of skins and shit. They don't fucking care. They're having a good time. They're partying over there. They know exactly what they are. They're not competitive integrity of that game. They don't give a shit. Fuck, I don't give a shit. You think I'm playing Marvel Rivals for like competitive integrity or anything? The fuck I am. But Lucky, why do you play Marvel Rivals? I don't know. Shit's fun. Game's just fun. It's just it's like a vibe, fun hero shooter. Like, it's not as fun as Chernova was for me because it doesn't have the same movement and shit, and it's not, you know, fucking anime aesthetic. But overall, I'm vibing. I'm chilling. Big villain. I don't. Whatever. If I had to play that game competitively and like ranked and shit, I'd be miserable. If that was like, if I played that shit for a profession, I'd be fucking miserable. But it's just like a LMAO, boot up, play solo, play with friends or whatever. Oh, fuck, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Life's good. Life's good. I can't, like, low key, I could play Marvel Rivals 3 to 5 times a week probably. And as long as I'm not doing ranked every single day, and I'm not doing solo every single day, and I'm not playing with friends every single day, and I mix it up, I'm chilling. I'm having a good time. I could sit there and just yap a chat, play that game. I could talk about nothing the whole time. We could accomplish nothing the whole time, and I'm like, that was a good stream. Every single time I've done that, solo or with friends, I'm like, that was a good stream. I had a good time. Fucking great. Easy money. It's great playing this to all be doing something together kind of game. Yeah. Fuck it. Who cares? The handful of times I've gotten mad at that game or in that game, I swear to God, every single time I've been playing healer and somebody slammed I need healing while I was actively healing them, or they were 10 fucking miles away and I was in the middle of a team fight. Those are the only times I was like, will you shut your bitch ass up? Straight up. I'm pretty sure there was like probably 1 or 2 outliers, but of all the times I've been like, man, you gotta fucking go, dog. It was just that. But that's also like, that's a personal thing. That's a personal, like, that shit just irritates the fuck out of me. So that's not even the game thing. That's just the me thing. And I'm well aware of that. I'm trying to be better about it. Because I had that issue in Overwatch too. Drive me up the goddamn wall. I still can't believe the nerve of that Punisher though, because it was like I was healing them for a solid 2 to 3 seconds and they're like, I need healing. Bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up, I popped my shift for you on Luna Snow and you're still saying you need healing? Dog, go get some frags, kill somebody. Do your job as a DPS, please. I hate you. High key, low key, I fucking hate you. It's so toxic, but I just can't. I can't be asked. Can't be asked to care. It's so bad. And then there's these motherfuckers that boot up this game and they're just mad all the time. Like, I'm so angry. Okay. If you say so. I don't know why, but if you say so. Whatever makes you happy, big dog. Except they're just mad. They're not even happy. Oh, man. That's why I try not to play certain games when I'm getting sick. Because when I'm getting sick and when I'm sick, I'm a little fucker. I'm a little whiny. Tell you what. It's not a good time. I don't even know why you guys watch me when I'm getting sick. You guys rock up and you're like, Lucky's getting sick and playing Guilty Gear. Oh boy, it's going to be a fun stream. Save yourselves. What are you doing here? I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm glad to have you here, but it's embarrassing. I'd be bitching the whole time. This netcode's ass. These characters are ass. This is another completely unrelated question, but as you grow as an artist and get more proud of your work, will you charge more for commissions? I just like talking. You can talk all you want. So funnily enough, pride is going to have no impact on my commissions. What is going to have an impact on my commissions is as my expertise / experience grows and the time I have to put into pieces grow, my prices will change. There is probably going to be a hard stopping point for how far they go up. But like as of right now, I have a minimum. Okay, as of right now, my minimum dollars for a piece, pretty much by and large, is $50. By and large, I don't have a comm sheet anymore because it just created more complications. Because people would have something that was like way outside of the scope of my comm sheet, or like in the scope of my comm sheet, but it was like, I don't know. So it's just easier not to have one and then just work via each project individually. But basically, it's like $50 for like a standard, just like fucking bust up piece at this point. That's kind of where I'm at. And then if it's like a rough sketch where you're not expecting line art type beat and other stuff, and depending on how much I'm doing, that could change the price. If it's like a full render with like backgrounds and shit, that could change the price. If I have to design you a fucking character, that changes the price. Because I'm not designing a character and doing the whole like consult for design for free. That's crazy. So there's like, the way I do my pricing is fluid, and it's going to continue to be fluid. And then as I get better and things require more time, or my expertise is simply just worth more, pricing will go up. I do think that there's probably an upper limit, and I do think that when I started doing comms originally, looking back, they probably should have been lower. High key, I think the price should have been lower. I say that, but there were times I put so much time into a piece, I wasn't even making like 10 an hour. I wasn't even making like 5 an hour on some. And there's still times where I'll like do a piece and I look at the time I put in and I'm like, fuck, I underpriced shit. And it feels bad. But then there's times I give somebody a price and I'm like, this shit's so ass, I'm overcharging, da 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 da. And I feel bad about the price I give. But even somebody like Nimadj, who's fucking goated, we talk about commission pricing and stuff sometimes, and they're just like, I feel like I'm overcharging. I'm like, but you're not, dog. And they're like, I feel like I am. So even somebody who's been doing this shit forever and is worth way more feels that way. And I can guarantee you other goats like Icy probably feel that way, because Icy's pricing for what Icy delivers, no shot, dog. They gotta charge more. Up them prices, motherfucker. The fact that I charge more for my art than Icy, I think, at this point, I'm pretty sure, scares me. Because I don't know if it's like a currency diff or what, but that shit scares me. Because I like feasibly cannot charge less for my art. If I do, I'm not getting paid a fair wage at all. There's no way. There's no way. The way I look at it right now, if I'm making less than $15 an hour on a piece, I'm getting ripped the fuck off. I'm at least worth $15 an hour, and I think I'm probably worth more than that at this point. But if I get less than $15 an hour, I'm getting ripped the fuck off. Even $15 an hour feels like a backhand at this point. I feel like I've been grinding anywhere between 3 to 12 hours a day for fucking ever. It's not true, but it feels like for fucking ever. And there's like, on average, I feel like I'm grinding like 5.5 hours. I draw so much. I practice so much. It's tiring. I'm exhausted. I love it though. I can't stop. That's such a mood. You do the same shit with editing. You have to, right? You kind of gotta. I've also had a really interesting situation recently where somebody reached out to me for a piece and they're like, my budget is X amount of dollars. And I'm like, why'd you have to tell me that? Because now I'm going to go through, I'm going to do my pricing. It's likely going to be less than the budget. I got to see what actually happens when I go to do it, because they're in the queue. But I'm like, I'm going to give them the price. It's probably going to be less than the budget. And I'm going to be like, well, I could have had that price that they told me that was their budget. So sad. And now it's going to be like, it's going to be less than that. Oh, well. That's something you're a bit worried about. A friend of yours wants to commission something for you at some point. That's going to take a lot of hours, like at least 10 to 20-ish. So any price fair to you wouldn't be for them. Yeah, I get it. I get it. And I totally get it, because for me, for the longest time, it's definitely been that way. What I've done is I've dialed in my art style so that for the most part, I can almost guarantee a finished product and a fair price for me. And for them. Because like, I can do max effort art that looks way, way, way nicer than a lot of the stuff you guys have seen. But then we're asking like the price I'd have to ask from people for like 20 hours worth of work. That's not happening. That's not realistic. Editing, you either am severely undercharging yourself or you feel like you're massively overcharging yourself, and there's no happy medium. Yeah, I don't know, Cam. The prices you gave to me specifically, I was like, nope, these seem about right. Maybe a little low sometimes, depending on what it is, but they seem about right. I feel like your pricing is incredibly fair. Ad immunity is worn off. Wheatley just getting jumped by 100 bangs of ads. I would say, you got to remember, I'm saying based on like general market, I feel like it's fair. However, as somebody who's done editing and as somebody who has seen your editing, I also believe you could be charging more. But you know, whatever. We gotta do what we gotta do to eat. I'm like torn between like everybody. I understand why our prices are so low in the creative field, but also fucking stop that. But also I get it. It's tough. It's tough out there. My biggest hurdle that I have to get over in the next like year of doing art is figuring out how to entice people and market better so that not only does the algorithm pick up on my stuff and people see my shit, but I do more than just put pretty picture in front of them and hope they commission me. And I need to do it without being like, LMAO, check out my Patreon, LMAO, commission me every, you know, handful of posts. That's my challenge, my own personal challenge to figure out over the course of the next amount of time. I've been researching successful art pages, and I'm going to be so real with you. A lot of successful art pages have nothing of value for me to steal. And when I say that, I mean marketing sense, because they're not fucking doing anything. A lot of the ones I'm looking at that are like LMAO com, they're just posting art, dog. They're not even, they have like maybe comms open in their shit, but they don't fucking do anything else. And I'm like, what are we doing? How are we getting these clientele? And I go back years on their page and there's no change. They've been doing the same thing forever. And this is going to sound really jaded and really stupid, but I'm telling you, some people just get lucky, dog. Some people just get lucky. Some people just get picked up by the algo. Welcome back, Wheatley. Yeah, so people just get picked up by the algo. I don't know. I was just basically recapping that like my goal for the next year of my art is, says I'm back, but it lies. What the fuck? That should be over. A lot of ones you've seen get one super popular client, like a big YouTuber, that makes them explode. Right. And that brings me back to in the creative field, and I keep coming back to this, and I hate that my brain goes this way because it makes me realize that hard work is only so much of it, and marketing is only so much of it, and the shit you make is only so much of it. A lot of it is just stupid dumb luck. Welcome back, Wheatley. I was just recounting how I would like to spend the next year or so tightening up my marketing for art and the things I've been doing to try and do so. But yeah, it's usually like super popular client, or they get really lucky on a trend or something. Like it's just, it is what it is. It's the same thing with like the YouTube and the TikTok thing. It just is what it is. Maybe they got their work in front of that client specifically. Maybe. I'm not saying it's always just luck, but I'm saying that plays a huge factor into it, right? You know? Because like, okay, for example, I've had, if you look at my art page, I've had plenty of posts of much higher quality and character and whatever than some of my OC Lucky posts and some of my other posts that just like perform ultimately poorly. And I can post at any time of the day and they just don't do well by social media metrics. And then I could show up and I could post a rough sketch, just go RK, GK, and hit post, and it just does well. It just does well. It just does well on the algorithm, and then gets a bunch of likes and reposts and followers, and then people reach out to me whether or not they're being sincere or not. Type beat, you know? And it is what it is. Sometimes you just get lucky, whether it's an algo thing, whether it's the right person seeing it at the right time, it doesn't matter. Some people game the system hard by contracting a big VTuber and doing art for them for free. Oh, contacting them. Yeah. That doesn't always pan out, though. I don't know. That's tough. It's... I don't know. There's so many what's it called? There's so many parallels between making videos and writing books and making art and like trying to get eyes on these things. And it always just comes down to the same thing where it's like, fucking Lamau, I simply need to do better at marketing and spend more time pumping content into people's faces, forcing them to pay the fuck attention to me. Because low-key, high-key, if I wanted to do this shit properly, we wouldn't be streaming 7 days a week anymore. There's no way. I would stream for 3, maybe 4 days a week. And I would spend the rest of those other days just putting fucking content in people's faces and doing unique things that people want to watch. Straight up. Like, I would stop making shit just for me and doing shit just for me. And I would just be like, this is what we're doing now. We're fucking playing the game. Also backfires for people, though. The person that made a VTubing model for Pokemon got so much hate for it. I mean, yeah, it definitely can. Did Labubu get popular just because one celeb was seen holding it one time? Probably wrong. I mean, that happens with a bunch of different things, but also makes people not like them too. You like watching streams, you just can't make it often. I appreciate it. I mean, I like just being here. I love just being here. It's my favorite thing. But any content creator that's like actually grown will tell you that yeah, Twitch's discoverability's ass, and to actually grow properly, you gotta do a lot more work on the other sides of things than just by streaming. Don't get me wrong, showing up and streaming is a huge part of it, but for me, like a shit ton of my growth is all come from YouTube and some from TikTok, honestly. I've had more people follow me and actually become viewers via YouTube and TikTok and like other streamers than I have anything else. People who have come in organically from Twitch streams do not stay. It just does not happen. I just can't. Not for me. It just doesn't happen for me. And even people who come in from raids that follow, most of the time I don't usually see them again. It just doesn't happen. It's very rare. Very, very rare. We've only ever found one person actually from Twitch. Everyone else you found from outside means, yeah, that's the norm. It surprises me so little. I'd make my shocked face, but I think we all get the joke. I'm not actually shocked, but I believe it. I believe it. It makes sense. Like, it's just the data's there. I have the raw numbers to show me that most of my followers and my viewers and stuff, like, they join my streams from outside means. Even when I go live, most people don't even fucking click on the Twitch notification. Chat, most people come in from Discord or my social media posts. They don't come in from the Twitch notification. Make it make sense. Twitch has to be the worst platform for discoverability for streamers out there. Possibly. I swear to fucking God. I mean, Nia's had a ton of success with Reddit. It shows that? Yeah, you can see. I think the 3 cat is the only person you actually found on Twitch, and that wasn't from looking for someone to watch. You were just comparing layouts people use and seeing what you did and didn't like. I do remember that, yeah. But that's a very unique circumstance. That's not normal, Cam. That is a you, because you're a fucking nerd. Lamau. Also same plus real. You turned off Twitch notice, to be fair. Yeah, most people do. Because they're fucking annoying. They're fucking annoying. I have mine on and I mostly see my friends go live in their Discord servers or from my promotion tab. Fun fact. Whenever I show up to Cam's, Vidya's, Nin's, Nia's stream, it's always for my own Discord. I see the promotion tab light up. I click that motherfucker and I go to their stream. Or I'm already in Twitch and it's running in the background because I'm working on something. And then I get the little pop-up. And I'm like, screen moved? Okay. You gotta remember, I work right here at my computer. You have Twitch notice muted and rely on Discord notice. Yeah. You found Nia from Reddit. Yeah. No, that makes sense. I still, to this day, I swear to fucking God, Nia followed me one time when I was playing Eternal Return and like didn't talk to me for 2-3 months. And just like lurked a few times I was playing stuff. And then we started talking. And then it was like possible ban evader, Lamau. I swear to God, I could be stripping. I could be stripping. I could be tripping. But I'm like pretty sure that's how it went down. The whole, how Nia and I started talking is such an enigma. It's so fucking weird to me. Because it's so different from how I started talking to all my other friends I talk to online. So strange. Anyways, enough of that. But yeah, no, the whole social media game thing is so fucking, it's so funny to me. It's so odd. There's so many things I could be doing differently, but ultimately if I'm not having fun, then what's the point? So, you know. My one big regret for this year, I will say this though, I'm ultimately going to fall short of my goal for this year on YouTube and Twitch. And it's my fault because rather than putting what little time I was guaranteed into like college and all this stuff, and I put a lot of time into art, okay? It's not straight, but a lot of time into art. That's why you see like Krita open all day or my tablet's constantly dying. If I had instead pivoted away from art entirely and focused on making shorts, so I had 2 to 3 a day and like a video a week, dude, I'd be big chilling right now. I'm not saying I'd be like 40,000 subs or anything, but the growth rate I've had alone from doing 1 short a day and a lot of repeating shorts, because I do not have the ability to make shorts every day anymore. If I had like really locked in, things would be different. Truthfully. And I still have time, but that's going to come to the end of the year and people IRL are going to be like, oh, you didn't do it. See, blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to be like, honestly, fuck you. Because the numbers are there. I have the proof. The growth rate is there. I just don't have the quantity for the pipeline to back it up, to really show. And I've been saying this forever, that I need time to work on this shit. And I've been sabotaged, so I don't want to hear that shit. But whatever. I have a feeling in 2027, I'm going to have to go down to like 3 days a week. Sucks, but it is what it is. One day, Lucky will be making art tutorial videos. It's funny you bring that up because I was talking to the art group chat and I was like, I kind of want to make some art tutorials, maybe just like shorts or something, like quick stuff. And it feels kind of conceited because I'm still under a year. I haven't even been drawing like this for a year. And there's a lot of things I still have to learn. So I don't feel like I should make tutorial videos. But there's a ton of concepts I wish I knew when I started. And there's a ton of things that I feel like I conceptualized really well that helped me out. Or that were just like super confusing to me in the beginning. And looking back, I'm like, actually, if it was just explained like this, it would have been way easier. I feel like there's people like me that are like mentally ill that could use the same explanation. The amount of videos you see and they're like, I got this far in a year. Here's what I've learned. Yeah, but I fucking hate those videos. I fucking hate those videos. I've watched a lot of those. I fucking hate them. Every single one of them. They all piss me off. I don't know. It's, you know what it is though? You know what it is though? It's the framing of a lot of those videos. Have a good night, Hamter. It's the framing of a lot of those videos. And I don't know, just I don't know, some of the stuff. I think the goal is once I get my rendering down a bit more and some of my color theory, I'll probably start doing them. I don't need to make them super crazy or anything, but just, you know, a little more touch-ups here and there. We'll see. I was gonna make a twin tail video. I recorded it, and then I was like looking at it, and I was like, "Damn, this shit's boring," and I just like scrapped it because I don't have the fucking time to edit this shit and make it look good. That's like I've been saying forever now too. My shorts, I want to stop using shorts from stream primarily, and I want to primarily make stream like shit that I recorded just for shorts. Hey, honey. The Sonic Racers one was kind of gold. I think I have like 2 of them. I don't know which one you're talking about. Lurky Loom. Thank you, Lurk Kane. I thought about making a Lurk Kane redeem. I've said this, not redeem, but command a couple times. It was me, Barry. We just got this one recently. Nice to... That shit's so evil. Dog is just a fucking menace to society. He doesn't belong being here. You know what's crazy? That Chip hasn't had time to hang out at all because they're busy as fuck. I feel bad for them. I was gonna go to Aria, but Aria is playing Repo. What the fuck? I'm not going to Repo. Ew. Ew. What the fuck, dude? What's crazy, Tyga? West Coast, West Coast. Rainbow bus, rainbow bus, rainbow bus. Sorry, what? There's an extreme lack of overlap between FF and Digimon, even though they're so similar. But when you brought this up on Blue Sky, you had people doubting me, and they're like, no, there's def overlap. Is that because people aren't joining the guild based off the Digimon thing? I don't know if that's a correlation. We haven't had a single person join. I don't think a lot of people are going to be willing to leave their FCs and or hop servers simply because there's Digimon fans in an FC. High key. Like if you weren't the FC leader here and I was playing with you and my friends like I am now, and somebody was like, we love Guilty Gear and Digimon and all the things Lucky likes, and I'd just be like, yeah, that's nice. You know what I mean? You've seen a lack of overlap for like a decade? That's crazy, because I've seen the opposite. Most people I know that I like interact with that like Final Fantasy usually have some love for Digimon. Maybe not like super hardcore, but they do enjoy it. Like even my roommate, a couple of my buddies, old girlfriend. Actually, my old girlfriend was a Digimon fan first and then Final Fantasy. My AX. I don't know why I'm still yapping. I have to go. I'm getting told I need to get up in the morning, so here's me. Unfortunately. Nimadj has like the only Digi FF crossover art that exists. Interesting. I'll keep that in mind. But I hope you all have a good rest of your night. I must go fly. I must go disappear, as one would say. Tomorrow is allegedly Ratchet and Clank with Vidya, but we'll see how wrecked I am tomorrow. We might do something more chill. I'm not really sure. And by more chill, I mean something I can autopilot the game so I can focus on yapping with Vidya. We shall see. Train. What is happening over here? Somebody's crafting or something. Leveling up. I don't know. Thank you so much for coming out for super late stream for FF. We were able to do it for about 2 hours and 40 minutes, so that's nice. And yeah, see you soon. Bye-bye. What you guys remember? I used to say, the fuck. I did like the yeah. I did that one, and then I did another one, and I used to have a nice sign off. I used to be so fun. What happened?